Last year, I watched a $100,000 deal die. Not because my product sucked, but because I didn't ask the right questions, or I didn't ask enough questions. The reality is, sales reps lose about 40 to 60% of deals just due to poor follow-up, response time, or pitching something generic. So here are a few tips that I've since implemented that have helped me now exceed my quarterly and annual targets. Tip number 1, Iceberg Discovery Technique. Most people would just ask a customer, what do you need? But the truth is, as salespeople, it's actually up to us to figure out what it is they need. They might have a rough idea of what they want, but it's up to you to ask them the questions to figure out what it is that they need. So asking 3 simple layered whys will actually get you to the root cause of the problem, so you can actually provide them with a solution, not just a product. For example, let's say I want to go fishing this weekend. Never been fishing in my life, I don't know anything about fishing, but I go into a fishing store to buy a fishing rod. I pick out the most fancy rod that I can see because it looks flashy, right? It looks awesome. Pick it up, take it to the front counter. It's $1,000. I go, holy crap, that's way more than I thought a rod would cost. I'm going to go to the fishing store next door and see how much they charge for the same rod. Salesperson goes, all right, no worries, mate. See you later. Let me know if you want to buy. Go next door, pick out the same rod, go to the front counter. Hey, mate, how much is this? $1,000. You go, holy crap, that's way more than I thought I'd have to pay for a fishing rod. He just asked me questions. What is it that you're fishing for? What do you need this particular rod for? And I just respond, I heard that there's an awesome spot just down the road to catch flathead. He replies, well, the rod that you've just picked out is actually for catching sharks. You don't need anything that heavy duty. Here's another rod that'll suit you, $200. Cha-ching, straight away, I'm buying that rod. See what happened? Just a few simple questions will help you get to the root cause of the problem so you can actually provide a solution. Now, this is especially important if the product that you're selling is more expensive than your competitors. Now, in my earlier example where I lost that 100K deal, it was simply a case of I just quoted them exactly what they asked for. But the problem with that is that the product that we sell is actually a little bit more expensive than our competitors. It is a better product, but I didn't spend the time to actually lay that out and pitch to them why our product is a better choice than the others. So they just went with the cheaper option. Tip number 2, the 24-hour response rule. 78% of buyers choose a vendor who replies first. Set yourself a personal target. Respond to any incoming inquiries in 1 hour. Because you know what's easier than cold calling and going and generating leads? Inquiries that come to you. Now here's what I do. I've created a few template sort of quick replies that sound really personal, but all I have to do is change the name and the name of the company. Then when I have an incoming inquiry, I try and get back to them as soon as possible. Tip number 3, the 1-page story sell proposal. Forget 10 slide decks. No one reads them. Instead, build a single page problem, solution, return on investment graphic. The problem statement should be in plain English. Anyone can understand it. Then you have your tailored solution and your projected benefits. Why it works? It's instantly scannable and speaks directly to decision makers. Here's a bonus tip. Always ask for the next micro step. Lock in a single next action. It could be a follow-up call or a site visit. This keeps momentum going and prevents you from being in the maybe later pile. All right, guys, those are my tips. You should try and pick at least one of those to implement ASAP, but I would definitely pick number 1. Let me know if there are any other tips that work for you guys. And please like and subscribe if you like my content.